What is up, traders? Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to do a quick little video of my trades today, and I actually got a chance to record a couple of my trades. I didn't record my first one, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. But real quickly, the Apex last day of 90% off is today, so if you want to pick a couple of evals up, use my coupon code. Really greatly appreciate it. But yeah, let's talk about it. This short right here was pretty straightforward. I mean, you have a break and you hide in place, and the only thing that I didn't like about this trade was it at the open. I don't like trading at the open. It's a big no-no. And yeah, actually my candlesticks look a little different because I noticed that my bars was looking a little weird from the other traders, and I was like, that's not right. And that's the thing about the tick bars, right? The tick charts, they're all gonna look different. So I had to refresh my chart, reload my history, and it looked different. So you'll see on a recording, you'll see it looks different than this. But generally speaking, I mean, the price action is the same for everything. But yeah, I like the other signal bar better on the recording after I refreshed it. But either way, it's break new high already in place, lower high, all that good stuff. Going short. Target was the EMA. Now obviously I didn't know it was gonna happen, that we're gonna go all the way down here. I just targeted the EMA and I got filled. Pretty straightforward. And originally I thought they were gonna have a range day, and we did not test the overnight lows, so that kind of tells me that we might have a more of an update, which I didn't know at the time. I just kind of had a general idea. I actually had a trend line, something like this at the time, so it kind of gave me a clue that we might have a kind of like a push higher type of thing. So again, I didn't know this was gonna happen like this. I just had a feeling, right? And then let's get into the second trade. So the second trade coming up here in a second. Basically the way I saw it is a bounce off of the overnight highs, and you can also see it as a failure because you have new low, first entry, second entry, short failure. But I didn't see it like that. I just saw it as like basically like a bounce off the this support and resistance type of thing, right? And this line right here was actually a measured move from the first leg, and that's why I was kind of like had a general idea that price might move there. But obviously I didn't know that. Hindsight is always 20/20. But my target was to swing high, and it turned out to be a 1 point swing. Now here you can clearly see I'm just waiting for this bar to break the previous bar high. That's what I was waiting on, and we're gonna get filled in a second. Sometimes I use ask sell or buy sell, or ask buy or ask sell. But yeah, most of the times I use these buttons. Sometimes I do use the limit order like the Ninja Trader, but with Quantower you're gonna have hotkeys, and I don't like that. I just usually use these two buttons, or sometimes market, it just depends. But anyways, we're in the trade, and like I said, my target was to swing high. Now again, hindsight, I should have had my target for this measured move, and I can't really kind of show you what the measured move is, but you see this leg right here, and then there's one leg like behind this chart here. So basically it's the same distance as this and this to this right here. So that was kind of like the target that I had, and obviously price broke that and then went even higher. But again, I didn't know that. This is just hindsight, but this is what just my target was, and I was pretty happy with that, even though it came out to a 1 point target profit. But anyways, so we're about to get filled on our target profit, and yeah, pretty straightforward trade. Again, support and resistance, that type of thing. So, and I was kind of comfortable going long just because I saw this this confirmation of a trend line, right? And originally I was hoping it would come back and test the trend line again, so I can get a better kind of risk reward ratio. But this just so happened that's the way it turned out. But again, I don't really like do 1 point scalps, but if the target was a little bit more higher, if the swing was a little bit higher, then I would definitely target that. But this is how it panned out. But again, I was watching the book map as well. There was a lot of buying pressure coming into the market, and again, like I said before, I'm still studying the book map. I'm still studying the TTW add-on. I'm still using that. I'm still learning. So, but I can clearly see there's a lot of buying pressure coming in, and I was comfortable taking this trade, and I figured I would at least test these highs. And of course we went even higher than that. But again, at the time, in the moment, in the live trading, you don't know that. You don't know what's going to happen. So there we go, we got our target profit, and I could have got a little extra tick or two on this, but again, I don't want to risk it. And yeah, let's move on to the next trade. Real quickly, I do want to mention this white arrow. I was actually taking a break. I was actually watching my dogs, and I didn't catch this, unfortunately, but it was a nice little bounce off the EMA. Again, this is a second entry short if you're trading by max rules, but to me, just a nice little bounce off the EMA with a nice signal bar. The only problem is I did have this line here, kind of like a support, so to speak. So that was a little bit of kind of, you know, a concern-ish, but we did make a new high here, so going short here would have been nice, but I did miss it. So, and I also was looking at this higher low here because we have a break, a new low already in place, and this is a nice little higher low here, but it is a little bit congested, and I was also looking at this candle right here, and I didn't like this because these two candles were inside this bar, and I don't like inside bars. I got burned way too many times trading inside bars, so from now on I'm staying away from them, even though it would have worked out. But again, I just didn't want to go just because of these two candles were inside of this candle, so I don't like that. Let's go on to the last trade. So the last trade here is, it's a little bit new setup for me. Again, I was watching the book map and the TTW add-on trade finder, and what happened was, actually there was a hidden iceberg order coming in around this area, and again this area, and it was a lot of orders, and also there was a lot of sellers at the century level that were just waiting to kind of short the market, and I didn't want to jump in just yet. And the reason I jumped in when I did was the trade finder, the TTW trade finder, also gave me a market volume stop order, or stop signal I should say, meaning that there was exhaustion in the market, meaning that there was no more buyers trying to push the price higher, and that's why I jumped in real quickly. And you can clearly see that I just bounced off of whatever, and you can clearly see me jumping in right here. And boom, we got filled. Again, my stop loss goes one tick above the signal bar, or wherever I entered, and I was just doing 1 to 1 or 1 point profit. Excuse me, 1 point profit. And again, like I said before, this is a fairly new setup for me. I wasn't really too comfortable taking them. In hindsight, I should have traded one contract, just because I don't usually trade these kind of trades. But again, I'm still new to the book map. I'm still new to the TTW trade finder. But like I said before, there's a lot of selling pressure here, and there's a couple hidden icebergs coming into play, and you can clearly see that somebody's trying to short the market. Somebody's trying to short the market, trying to reverse the market, and because he was defending hard, he was defending a lot. I mean, it was clear. And well, one thing that didn't happen was, and you'll see it in a couple candles later, is this breakdown of this support here and here. But the buyers did came back real quickly and then reversed the price. But let me just show you what happens after this candle. So you can clearly see here coming up, we got 20 ticks, and here we go. I didn't like how this is a lower high actually here as well, and I just didn't like the way it formed. But I also was watching the 5-minute chart, so we do have a test of these this area, this resistance area. And you can clearly see we broke through these levels and shoot down. Now the buyers, they came back really quickly and stepped it up and reversed the price again. But I was hoping this would happen the first time I entered the trade. So again, I was kind of switching my bias to the downside just because of how the 5-minute candle formed. But since I was watching the market and the price came back up and actually tested this area again, actually I can show you here in a minute. So like I was saying, you know, buyers came back up. This is the exact same trade. Buyers came back up and tested the area again, and I didn't really watch the book map, and I'm pretty sure there was another iceberg who defended this area. And yeah, they're defending this area really hard, and you can clearly see. Again, I was trying to jump in again to go short, but I just didn't like anything that I saw that I would want to take on. Maybe if we get like a lower high here, maybe I would jump in again, or maybe test the EMA and jump in. But you also gotta be cautious of the support area, which we're breaking down right now. Funny how that works. But you can clearly see what I was looking at. The buyers came back up again, tested the area, this resistance area. You can clearly see it right here on this chart. And yeah, just unfortunate that you just can't really go short anywhere. I mean, I guess you can go short here on this candle, which is probably around this area, but even though the risk is fairly small, 1.5 points, which is again not bad. But after this trade, I was kind of done with my day. So, but yeah, that's it. That was my day, and yeah, hopefully you guys like this breakdown of these trades. And again, I'll try to do more of the breakdowns and kind of my thought process and what I was looking at. But yeah, that's it for the video. That's it for the day. Just a quick recap on the evals. Again, this one's sitting at $151, so we're getting pretty close to passing it. Maybe a couple more trades, a couple more days. Again, still have the other one sitting at 1,460. Basically one trade away from passing. And again, I still have my PAs. I'm only trading this one sometimes. I'm up $130, doesn't really matter. But yeah, I think once I pass these two, I'll try to work over to the PAs. And you might be wondering why I'm not trading the PAs, and that's really a whole different video that I don't want to get into it here. And I'll probably try to make it over this weekend. I'll have some free time this Saturday, and I'll talk about why I'm not trading these PAs just yet. Yeah, that's it for me. That's it for the video, and thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.